Welcome to the Mindset Chick podcast. If you are looking to stop settling and want to gain the clarity and confidence to manifest the life and biz of your dreams, then this show is for you. I'm your host, Kristi Dear, sharing with you simple yet powerful and effective mindset tips that will allow you to attract more abundance, prosperity, and success into your life. So get ready, get excited, and let's go manifest some amazing things together. Welcome back to the Mindset Chick podcast. I am so happy to have you here. And today we're going to continue talking about self-care, taking care of you, making some time for yourself just to get your mind, body, and soul in that healthy, abundant, relaxing state of mind. So, how have you been feeling over the last couple weeks? Doing the self-care challenge, doing the exercises. I hope that you're feeling just more alive, more calm, maybe more peaceful, more excited about life. Because, I don't know about you, but I love to plan something fun in my schedule, in my life, something to look forward to. So planning that, thinking about that, anticipating that, and then living that out, going to that event, being with those people, or doing that fun thing that you scheduled. So we're going to continue talking about that. But before we start, we are going to lead with our abundance ritual. This is something that we say at the beginning of all the Mindset Chick podcasts. So here we go. I am a powerful manifester. I can manifest whatever I desire. I choose to love and value myself. I choose to let go of any judgments towards myself or others. I choose to live in faith, not fear. I choose to believe that the universe is abundant and abundance is my birthright. I choose to expect the best out of this day and all my days going forward. And so it is. So I want to talk about a key component to really taking care of yourself and self-care. And that is getting in some exercise. Now, if you don't exercise on a regular basis, you might be really resisting this idea of exercise. I have met some people and also some of my friends who are like, oh my gosh, no way. I don't have time for exercise. I don't exercise. It sounds dreadful. It sounds awful. Ugh. That's the last thing that I want to do. It's like, I'd rather go to the dentist than exercise. Here's what I'm going to encourage you to do, to start doing this week, and then hopefully make it a habit. It doesn't have to be a lot of exercise, okay? But something. Start with 30 minutes a day, at least 30 minutes a day. I go to a burn boot camp. I know that you guys have heard me talk about it. It's a boot camp that's not too far from my house. There's just so many amazing people there. I've made some great friends, and it's only 45 minutes. It's 45 minutes. There's something about the 45 minutes because I used to go to our boot camps. I actually used to teach our classes and teach our boot camps, but 45 minutes, there's something about that. My brain is like, yes, 45 minutes that I'm done for the day. But I want to encourage you. You can start with 45 minutes, but I would say at least 30 minutes, okay? If you're not doing any type of exercise, and that can be walking. It doesn't have to be a full-on boot camp. It doesn't have to be weightlifting, but walking. But getting in the habit of taking care of you. Guys, exercise is so important. Our bodies were made to move. They're made to move. They're not made to sit in a chair all day. They're made to move. And once you hit the age of 30, you actually start losing a little bit of muscle every week unless you do something about it. So lifting weights, exercise, walking can help you to just live a more healthy lifestyle. It can strengthen your heart. It increases serotonin and dopamine. It allows your muscles to be stronger, your bones to be stronger, your overall health. It can support you in so many ways. It can make you just feel good and even just feel less bloated. I don't know about you, but like if you're used to exercise and walking and moving your body, and then you don't do that for a while and you're sitting, you feel more bloated, you feel like sluggish, tired. I've had some people come to me and say, well, I'm just so tired. I don't have time for exercise. Well, exercise actually increases your energy. It's really, really good for your heart, your soul, your mind. So I really want to encourage you to just commit to at least 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes a day, just schedule it in, time block it in, schedule it in. From this time to this time, I'm working out. That's my time. I used to go to my burn boot camp at different times, but now I go at the same time every day. I have a routine. I wake up, I make my bed. That's a new thing for me too, but I make my bed. I love it because I'm setting the tone for the day. I go to my favorite spot in the living room or either outside, depending on the weather, outside by the pool. And I do my morning mindset. I do my prayer. And then I check a few messages. I do a social media post. And then I get out the door to work out. And here's a little trick that I learned as a personal trainer. When I get up in the morning, I get up, go brush my teeth, do my daily morning routine, okay? And then I put on my exercise clothes. I don't allow myself to put on comfy clothes or anything like that. I put on my workout clothes. And then I go do my morning mindset. I go do my prayer, get caught up on a few messages like I just mentioned, and then I'm already in my workout clothes. So that's something that's really helped me to stay in that habit of working out. Some people like to just jump out of bed, put on their workout clothes and go straight to work out and then come back and do that. So whatever that looks like for you, but getting in that habit, I promise it's going to make you feel so much better. So when we're working on manifesting and drawing things into our life, we've talked about it before that it's all about what? Feeling good. And so when you're not feeling good, when you're feeling sluggish, when you're feeling tired, when you're feeling bloated, when you're not feeling your best, then it can make it difficult to manifest the things in your life because it's all about feeling good. You really, really, really want to take care of you. And you want to make feeling good a priority because that's most important, right? You want to feel good. And we're talking about self-care and taking care of you. So I really want to encourage you to get that in. Okay, when can you find 30 minutes? Do you need to wake up a little bit earlier? Could you take a family walk after dinner? You can make this a family thing too, right? You might say, wow, this might be good. My spouse and I could go for a walk. My friend and I could go for a walk. My kids and I could go for a walk. This is perfect. So 30 minutes or finding a local gym, finding a class, a community. It's really fun. I love it. I love that way of meeting friends. And I know you guys have heard a few people on my podcast, some of the trainers and some of the gym owners that I've really, really gotten to know and that I love. And so it's really cool to create that friendship and create that healthy habit for yourself. I know some of you guys have heard my story about being a fitness instructor, a personal trainer, how I taught and owned a women's boot camp for 10 years. Well, I'm not sure if you know this story. So while I was a boot camp instructor, I also ran marathons. I loved running. And it was something that I didn't really like for a lot of my life, but I really picked up and I just really loved running. I started with my first 5K, which is 3.1 miles. Then I went up to a 10K, which is 6.2, and then a half marathon, and then a full marathon, which is 26.2. So I ran several races, a lot. I would probably run maybe a half marathon a month, which is 13.1 miles. Okay. So I loved it. I know some people think running, it sounds terrible and dreadful, but I loved it. I loved just putting in my headphones and just going and just really, really pushing my body and my mind to that next level, like going farther than maybe I felt like I was accomplishing something. I had the finish line and people were waiting at the end to cheer me on. And maybe I wanted to stop at mile 10 or even mile 6 some days but I would push through that and I would talk to myself and say, you are strong. You can do this. You are strong. This is a mindset game. You can do this. Your body is strong. You're made in the image of God and all things are possible through Christ who gives you strength. And you have that strength and you can call on that strength. And I would just talk to myself and just keep going. And I would see people on the side of the race cheering me on and saying, you got this, you can do it. And it was so powerful and motivating. And every time I crossed that finish line, it was like this accomplishment. I did it. I just ran that whole way. I did a marathon one time, 26.2 miles, one time, one and done. Let me say, got a medal. And yeah, I was like, no, I ran for 5.5 hours. Yeah, I was done. But the story is that I was running a half marathon in Colorado up in Estes Park. Beautiful, beautiful. And when I started to come down from the half marathon, I noticed my back was a little upset. It didn't hurt as bad, I think just because of the adrenaline and the excitement. We had a lot of friends and family there. It was a very exciting time. But after that, just something didn't feel right. I went to the doctor when I got back home. My back was just hurting so bad. I was miserable. And I could barely walk. I was like, what? I just thought maybe I pulled a muscle or something. I went to the doctor and he said, oh my gosh, you've got 2 slip discs and you're going to need back surgery. Like, yeah, right away. And I thought, wait a minute. Whoa. Hang on. Could I ever run again? Like, is the pain going to go away? He said, I don't know. Even with back surgery, that's hard to say if you're ever going to be able to run again. But my diagnosis is you're never going to be able to run again, swim again, do weight training again, interval training, yoga. Basically said like nothing. Unless I get this back surgery and then it's still not totally 100%. I remember walking out of that doctor's office with my hubby, Alex, and literally just bawling. Like running these races was my life. That was everything. And now I couldn't do it. It was like somebody just took something away from me. I thought, well, I'm going to get a second and third opinion. So I got a second and third opinion. They said the same thing. You're never going to be able to run again. Never going to be able to do yoga. You can do the back surgery, but you could possibly, but I mean, without it, you're not going to be able to do it. Anyways, I was just crushed. I was crushed. I actually had in my mind, one of my goals, one of my dreams is to do a half ironman, which is a combination of swimming, biking, and running. And I really wanted to do that. So I took off exercise. I took off everything. I actually got kind of like, pretty annoyed because I just started eating whatever I wanted and I didn't exercise. And at the time, it was really, really hard for me to do coach classes because I couldn't really do anything. My back just hurt so bad and I couldn't show up fully. So that's when I transitioned to online coaching for female entrepreneurs, which was great. Kind of maybe pushed me in that direction. I was already doing mindset training with my boot camp, with my clients, with my one-on-one clients, because, fitness, working out, being a fitness instructor is about motivating and inspiring people and helping people with their mindset to make different, healthy habits. So it went right in alignment. But anyways, I took off for, I think a couple years. I'm thinking now, I don't even know. I took off. I pretty much ate what I wanted. I took off from exercise and it didn't really serve me well. It didn't serve me well because I kind of let myself go in that instance, like not taking care of me, not feeding my body what it needed, not getting the exercise that I needed to make, me live out the best version of myself. And so I had gained 40 pounds and I wasn't feeling myself at all. And I made the decision one day, you know what? I'm going to get up and I'm going to do something. It doesn't have to be everything that I did before, but just walking, just doing something, just changing how I eat, changing how I take care of myself, changing how I talk to myself instead of proclaiming, I have this back injury. I'm injured. I'll never be able to do anything that I want to do ever again. I'm limited. I can't do anything. I just was proclaiming health. God is healing me. I am healed. I am well. I am active. And I started getting out walking and little by little, guys, I was able to run again. I ran a few half marathons after that. I did yoga. And as you guys know, I mentioned before, I do an interval training, burn boot camp class. I do weights. I do interval training. Now, I still have to modify at times, but here's the thing. The reason why I shared this story is because I wanted to share with you how important it is. 2 things. One, how taking care of yourself, doing some exercise, feeding your body the right thoughts, proclaiming that you're healthy, proclaiming that you're strong, and also feeding yourself the right foods can dramatically change your outlook on life, how you feel about yourself, how you show up, how you portray yourself, everything. It makes a huge, huge difference. And number two, how you're never limited. Just because somebody tells you that you can never do something again doesn't mean that that has to be your truth, and it doesn't have to be your story. Remember, the mantra that I said in my head over and over and over when I was running those marathons is Christ is within you, right? I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. God is within me. Christ is within me. I can do all things, not some things. I can call on that strength of God, of Christ, to propel me to the next level, to give me that strength, to give me that energy, to give me that fuel. And so during that time of me, starting out walking, starting out slow, starting up building back to, feeling like myself again. Because when I wasn't eating the way that was fueling my mind and body, when I was feeling sluggish, when I wasn't getting that exercise, I wasn't feeling like me. I wasn't feeling authentically me. And so it really has made such a game changer in my life, in my business, with taking care of me, making that a priority, saying, you know what? I'm going to get myself right first with my morning mindset in the morning, with my prayer, with my exercise, with, getting the right foods that are going to be nourishing to my body. Do I eat perfect all the time? No. But I always say, as a trainer and in my life, it's like 80-20, right? 80%, eating things that are healthy, that are going to help you to feel good, to have that brain power, to focus, to have that energy. And then the 20%, you're like, I can have a little bit of this and that. But really the bottom line is feeling good. Food and the things that we drink is fuel for our body. And getting in those 8 glasses of water, like really taking care of yourself. There's something to that. And it's actually, showing your body, hey, I love you. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to support you. You're doing all these things for me. You're running around here. You're running around there. You're thinking, you're working, you're strategizing. You're coming up with ideas. You're maybe taking care of a family. You're cleaning house. I've got to put the right fuel in my body. Got to put the right gas in my car, the right fuel in my body, right? So it's really the same thing. So this week, I would love to encourage you, those 3 things, okay? I want you, actually 4 things we're going to add on the exercise. So number 1, I want you to do the quiet time, continue to do the quiet time, at least 5 minutes a day. You can work up to 20, 30 minutes. I love it. If you're doing that, that's great. Number 2, schedule something fun over the next week. And number 3, let's pick something that you love about yourself that you can send yourself love. So think about something else this week. We're going to focus on something else. Think about something that you love about yourself. Send that part of you love all week long. And then number 4 is at least 30 minutes of exercise, whether that's walking, yoga, weightlifting, a class. It can be, what are they still doing? Jazzercise? It could be jazzercise. It could be something, but exercising your body, putting yourself first and giving yourself that, that right fuel that you need. So I'm going to encourage you to keep up that challenge and then come on over to mindsetchickgroup.com. Share with us how this is working out for you and any manifestation stories that you may have, and you could be featured on my next podcast. And remember, friend, to dream big, follow your heart, and never give up on you, because you're worth it. Thank you for joining me today on the Mindset Chick podcast. I hope this show has you waking up every morning excited about the new manifestations you have created in your life. And if you would honor me with a 5-star review over in iTunes, I will happily enter your name in my Mindset Chick swag giveaway. Make sure you add your name to the review, and I will reach out to you if you're the winner. I really appreciate you spending your time with me. Be sure to visit me at mindsetchick.com for past episodes and more gifts that will help you to manifest your dreams into reality.